Hey folks, update time again. There's just so much craziness. So I started off with a good day today, and well, I'm depressed again. I'll get to that. I'll save that for the end. Why? But we're having issues finding a U-Haul, or just a moving truck of any kind. Problem with U-Haul is at the end of August, their trucks are all reserved because people are moving their kids to college and university. So they've got all the trucks reserved. Now, that's the big ones. That's the 26 footers. A 20 footer we might have, but they can't reserve it. And I'm thinking, well, how are these people able to reserve for their kids, but we can't reserve for moving, right? Well, it turns out, because we don't have a credit card. We have to have a credit card to reserve it. So we don't even know if we're going to have a truck, right? It's just, everything's just falling apart, I guess you could say. So, I don't have a voice today, sorry guys. I've been like this since I woke up. It's just raspy and phlegmy. Yes, can't talk. But for the most part, I don't talk anyway, so yeah, unless I'm doing this. Or I talk to somebody on the street. So in the last video, I was talking about the McDonald's, and I can't order a double-double anymore because they're not making them right. But I mentioned that I get small coffee, 2 cream, 2 sugar, that's a double-double. If you double the size, a large, it's 4 cream, 4 sugar. That's a large double-double. And somebody mentioned double-double-double, and that made me laugh. I can imagine walking up to the counter and ordering a double-double-double to see the look on their face. But the reason I laugh at that is because it reminded me of something that I used to do. I go into a store like Walmart or something, somewhere where they sell the wooden entertainment center cabinet things, computer desks and stuff like that. And they come in different types. There's oak, mahogany, I think walnut, whatever else, right? And get somebody that works there and ask them if it comes in weeping willow. Right, just to see the look on their face. Right? Some people don't even catch on that it's a joke. They just, I'm not sure. I'd have to look into that. Right? It just, just make up a type. Right? I can't even think of an example. I can't think of an odd tree. Sumac. I don't know. Lodgepole pine, blue spruce. I don't know. This is just, but it's funny doing that because just the look on their face, especially if they know, like they don't know it's a joke. They think you're serious, but it's like, why would it, right? Just the look on their face, and just to keep the joke going, I just say okay, thanks, and walk away and not let them know you're actually joking. It's hilarious seeing the look on their faces. I haven't done that for a long time, but I used to do that a lot. So, when they put this new sidewalk in to McDonald's there, it extends past the McDonald's entrance. And I thought that was kind of odd because, well, where does it go? It goes over to the highway. There's nowhere else to go from there, right? Well, yesterday I come down the highway, and I always turn into McDonald's parking lot because I've shown in the past how dangerous it is trying to cross at that intersection, right? So, I came down yesterday, and I noticed there's crosswalk signs at the intersection. So that's kind of odd, right? So I went down there today and checked, and there's actually a crosswalk there. I never knew. All this time that I've been going through there, I've never known that they put a crosswalk in at the intersection. But I don't like it. I used it today. I don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is because it's set far back from the intersection. So vehicles coming around the corner are already halfway around before they even, would even notice there's somebody crossing, right? I don't like that. Apparently it's one of those lights where you won't get a walk signal unless you actually push the button. Because I crossed on it, I don't walk. But it doesn't matter, walk or don't walk. The cars aren't going to see you until they're halfway around the intersection. So I don't like it. It's too dangerous. But I didn't know it was there. And once I get to the other side, the only way to go is back the other direction towards town. There's nowhere to continue out the highway, so I just drove across the grass. But it's kind of neat that they put it in there. So down at the dam today, and I noticed there was scaffolding under the bridge. You probably won't be able to see much of my overhead camera because it's pointing towards the sun, so I got my hand held out, zoomed in. The asbestos removal process has begun, and I'm still trying to figure. I haven't Googled it or anything, but I was just wondering why there would be asbestos in a bridge. To me, asbestos is fireproofing, but as I panned over to where the water is actually going through, there's pipes there. They almost look like they're wrapped with something. So I just thinking that asbestos obviously has a more use than just fireproofing, right? But to me, that's what it is. So, but it's wrapped with something. I'm assuming it's wrapped with asbestos on that end too. So now, why am I depressed? If you remember, hold on a second here. Let's see if that helps any. So if you remember, when I was living in Hanover, the gravel pit there, they started working on a subdivision, Brenly Estates. And wow, that's the last point, so I won't have to talk much longer. Well, I started following, keep an eye out every time I went by, see if anything's changed or what has changed. And we ended up moving before I got a chance to see the end result, see what they've done. I can look at it on satellite image and see what it looks like, but I never got to finish, covering the changes that were happening. So I realized today, the same thing's happening here. Just out of town there, I showed there was this sign that showed they were going to be putting a subdivision in this spot. Well, apparently they're starting that today. I went out there and they're taking all the trees down and opening the whole area up. So I watched them, sat there and watched them for a bit doing their tree mulching. And I realized I'm not going to be able to see the progress of what they're doing there. And also up by the highway there, top of the hill, the subdivision that they started up there, which they still haven't continued with. They built all the roads, that's it. I'm not going to be able to see the results of that one either. That's why I'm depressed. Every time something starts, I don't get to finish watching the progress of it. And I have a feeling, it's taken so long to do the dam, I have a feeling I'm not even going to be able to finish that. It's just, that's what's got me depressed today. It's like, come on. Long process projects, I'm not able to finish because I have to keep friggin' moving. So, it's just driving me nuts. But anyway, that's all I got for my update, and I will leave you with the footage I got of the machine mulching the trees.